I ain't fucking with it. And see, look at it, doing it. I'm not fucking with it.
That's so weird.
It's very weird. And I will put the fucking Logitech back on in 3 seconds.
You think it's? I don't think it's the camera. Wait, was the update for the camera?
No, it's for this.
For OBS?
Yeah.
Hmm.
We just gonna keep rolling with it. I ain't got time for it.
Yeah.
We'll be in it early today. I'm not doing this.
Because don't nobody got time for that. That's that up to par to our quality. That
Yeah,
we like
you
to
know,
serve to
it's
people.
just we goddamn, we 13 minutes in.
But it ain't nothing we could do about it.
And
y'all,
3 of the
so-
minutes, we just sat here fucking with this.
Yeah, so just
Either
bear
way.
with us. We apologize. It wasn't no issue before. It just happened. So blacker and blacker, y'all. Did anybody die?
Damn. Yes. Yes. Oh, yes. Somebody did die.
Okay, R.I.P. to them.
R.I.P. to Grandma Holla.
Grandma Holla. Grandma.
You know Grandma Holla. You know her. If I showed you one of her videos, you would know.
Is that the older lady who had like went viral and then they had now I eat the chips before y'all go. Okay, auntie, I'll let you That's the old lady that like
Will
went
do.
viral or something. Didn't they kill her off and she wasn't actually dead?
Mm-hmm.
And now she actually is.
She is.
Okay, yeah. R.I.P. to her.
I think she passed away Saturday.
Lisa Marie.
Yes, Lisa Marie Presley died as well. Yep, and Grandma Holla.
Ooh.
Yep, that was who's Lisa Marie Presley? Elvis Presley's daughter. And Michael Jackson was like married to her at some point in life. And that was during the beige Michael Jackson days, so it was pretty important.
Let me some chips too, auntie.
let me also
R.I.P. to her.
Grandma Holla, and this is no shade, right?
Mm-hmm.
I just found out that she didn't have life insurance. And I seen that.
That's not an uncommon thing in our...
It's not very uncommon, no. But
with black people.
When they posted the GoFundMe, of course, everybody who watches her videos and stuff like that instantly asked the question, what happened to all the money from the TikToks and the donations and whatnot?
They spent it.
That's the first thing that they asked. And so, of course, you know, Miss Michelle, that's what I call her. I think that's her name, Miss Michelle.
Lanice is in the building.
She went live and she was, she was
daughter?
very,
Okay.
and she was very hurt, you know, because she was like, damn, that's the first thing y'all go to? Like if you don't want to donate to the GoFundMe, then that's fine, but you ain't got to do all that. And I understood. I definitely understood. So I don't know. I just, you know, I mind my business because I have a life insurance policy, right? And I mind my business. So do with that what you need to do.
Yeah, like when you know better, you do better. And
let's
because
go to the comments. Y'all, I love your auntie.
her granddaughter cashed apped us to death. They should have money to bury her. They stayed begging. I'm sorry, but I have to call a spade a spade.
I ain't never seen a
stop
pin
begging.
Cash App the way that they pin that Cash App.
So we have to be realistic when it comes to us as African Americans, us as black people. We weren't raised where the older people in our generations and families even knew anything about life insurance.
You know what?
I don't remember anybody when I was a child preaching about life insurance in my family. However, I want to say once I got to be like around the early teens, my mind made
when you have a handheld device that you can literally learn anything on.
Now that I agree with.
That's my thing.
So that is true. It's easy to learn. The information is out there, but we go looking for information when we're interested in learning more about something. We barely know anything about life insurance. So a lot of us don't have the the interest to Google and see more about it. Now, my mom, she got us hip. That's why we have it now. My mom is big on preaching it. I apologize, Auntie, if y'all did say something to us about life insurance and stuff, but I didn't remember that. But as I got older, I understand it. But it's not uncommon. It's sad, but that's why we see so many GoFundMe's for people that look like us. The gentleman, and I think, what was his name? PNB Rock, that rapper that got killed at the waffle.
We can't do this. We can't compare Grandma Holla, who has generations after her, to a fucking 28-year-old. But a 28-year-old who out here living fast anyway ain't gonna give a fuck about life insurance. Let's be for real. But
that is true.
But she has herself, because she was a teacher. Now listen, I watched the videos. I was surprised that she didn't have one on herself and didn't let everybody know what was going on. That shit was crazy to me. And then you have generations after you who still did not get a life insurance policy on you. That is fucking nuts, and you know it. But rest in peace to this woman.
I agree. Well, I don't want a funeral, so I won't be getting a policy for you, BoJay. I have a few coins for you, though. Don't tell Deja, even though she's here. See, I appreciate. You don't want a funeral? I didn't know that.
My mom don't want one either.
My auntie, you want to be cremated?
My mom wants to be cremated.
Oh my god!
And if I keep the house, she'll be spreading her garden. We already talked about it, and I know where the safe. I know where the safe is.
Okay, so I'll remember this going forward, because I know we know our family, Auntie. You know your siblings. Shit, that'd be the time Jamoria actually want to act like she was madly. You was her favorite auntie. So we're not gonna go there. That wasn't nice. So I have to remember that. But I don't. It's sad. It is. It's always sad, but I don't care what y'all do with me. I won't know. Okay. I mean, points are points. Oh, okay, that's good. That's good. As long as if they know, then cool. But now I know I'm the big cousin, so. Nah, I got you. I'm holding it down for you. It is a really sad that she didn't, and like y'all said, the cash apps was going, but that was fast money. That was fast money that was helping them pay bills. I think the thing that with us, when it comes to life insurance policies, it's hard for us to want to invest in something, because 9 times out of 10 we be needing and wanting the immediate return on something. So it's like that's why we don't really invest, because
that's why we end up behind every fucking time.
And I agree.
This is the shit that I be talking about, and I'm sick of wanting, or our people wanting the fast return. Some things you gotta fucking wait. I'm sorry. And if you do your research, you can borrow from your own life insurance policy. You can get your fucking fast. This is what pisses me off about all of this. I don't know how everybody else's algorithms are set up, but I got some stuff coming to me.
Excuse me.
About life insurance policies, stocks, like low interest loans, like all types of financial things are like coming in my algorithms. And I just wonder, what is in everybody else's besides cooking videos? Because those are in mine too, but especially meat.
Yeah, like Haylenice just said, it's an easy bill to stop paying. No one thinks they're going to die.
Oh my God, man.
No, but we laugh.
Fucking
nuts, it's nuts. It's insane.
It's fucking nuts.
I'm unemployed, and I made sure that once I had the money, I keep money so that for my life insurance policy that I set up on the 21st every month, they'll still be able to take that money. But that's because I know better now.
Exactly.
And that's because I really am trying to build a foundation for my family that comes after me, especially if I will continue to decide to not have no children. I got plenty of cousins that have kids. Mm-hmm. Khadijah will have at least one child one day. They can have everything, so they won't have to struggle like us. And then they'll know about the life insurance and, you know, the trust funds and stuff like that. But we got to be realistic. That old lady how old was she? In her 80s?
Man,
70s?
90s.
So 90s.
I feel like she was 100.
Yeah, like that wasn't what she was thinking about. So when they got it's crazy, it is. But I'm just being realistic. You know, I like to
making me hot. Like I can't.
Yeah,
I can't
it's
even do
sad,
this.
but it's just one of those things.
I just knew.
I understand.
You know what?
Why did you know?
And I just
when they was milking her.
No, listen. That's the thing. So I just knew in my head. I'm like, ooh, look at what they doing to their grandmother, right? Boom. Look at what they doing. Cool. I just know that when she died, because she on her fucking deathbed, they gonna get a pretty penny. A pretty penny. That's what I just knew that. I just knew that because they were smart enough to fucking put her on Facebook in the first place. Do you know how bad I want to put my mother on Facebook with the crazy shit that she's... Can you vouch for me here?
Yeah.
She be saying some off the wall shit.
I can't wait till we get her on camera.
Off the wall shit.
For our parents.
I'd be rich right now. And it's going to be a mutual understanding. I'm sure it was a mutual understanding over there as well. I mean, what was she going to do with the money? What was she physically going to do with the money? Nothing. She going to provide. That was her way of providing for her grandkids. I guess at that point, when you know in your heart of all hearts that you ain't got no life insurance, I guess this is the least that you can do before you leave this earth. I don't know.
Exploited her. But crazy thing is, even having this conversation, I don't have a life insurance policy on my mom or my dad. My mom has life insurance policies. We know this. You know, she does, let's just call a thing. Realistically, the stuff that my father and stuff has been through, me and my sister should definitely have a life insurance policy.
Yes, you should. Because you know what? Let me start before you read that last comment. Hold on. If I would have known that my dad was going to pass away and have nothing, I would have.
And then on top of that, but I wouldn't even know.
Hindsight, right?
Yeah, it's one of those things like when you know better, you do better. They didn't know no better.
But you know better now. So
yeah, so hopefully the older people and they will. They should still be resonating from all those freaking videos. Getting residuals from all those freaking videos that are still up. They probably are.
No, let me comment on that. I want y'all to know. It's like the cost of a stream, right? How much is it cost? How much is a stream?
Less than a penny.
Way less than a penny, right? Boom.
Less than a penny.
You literally make your money. And she went online and said this. She was like, I only posted our videos to Instagram and Facebook. Whoever took our shit and posted it on TikTok, she was like, we don't even have a TikTok account. And that's when I got sad. I'm like, damn, somebody screen recording your shit and putting it on TikTok and getting money and getting money from your IP. This is your intellectual property. That's messed up. I'm like, and that's when I knew. I'm like, of course you're not going to have no life insurance policy. You don't even know when to make a TikTok. If it's here, it should be there and it should be fucking everywhere. And it better be from you. It better be from you. Otherwise, you're not going to see a penny. Facebook doesn't pay anything unless you get stars. And those stars are visible. We can go onto their stuff right now and see how many stars they quote unquote received. Then you move the decimal 2 places. That's how much money they got. Period. Not per month, not per video. Period. When you see that it's 1,600 stars, that is $16, my nigga. What do you do with that? You tell me what you do with that. Instagram ain't no better. It ain't no better.
So that's why I was like, so it's just, it's sad.
It's a little piece, and it's nothing. It's nothing that will pay for a funeral. I could tell you that.
Yeah.
None of that's gonna pay for a funeral.
It's very, very sad, but it's just one of those things. Like, I get it. I used to be extremely upset at just when people die, just like they always got to make a GoFundMe. But now it's just, since I know more, it's just like, I get it. And if you have a platform like her, people like throwing money at people.
I don't know. We might have to start making like content so that we can like tell people. I don't know. I don't know what our word of the year is for this year.
Well, we haven't.
But I feel like
yet.
Educating or something. Like, I don't know what's going on. I feel like we just keep regressing to BS. And I'm like, when are we going to? We're not making any progress. Damn.
Yeah,
and I'm tired of blaming everything on COVID. Fuck COVID. It's over. Now, where are we at now? Let's go.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so sick of this shit. And I get that we're still recovering from it. Maybe that's the reason why somebody can't pay their life insurance premiums. I understand all that. But my goodness, we have to.
No, they was.
For some of these people who just don't know anything at all whatsoever, I don't like that. And your little Facebook check could probably pay your premium. Ain't that much.
No, that does.
But what do I know? I don't know shit.
We be knowing a little bit of something.
I don't know nothing.
We be trying.
Fuck it. I don't know nothing.
Oh, but since we talking about paying for funerals, we ain't talked about this yet, and I really wanted to talk about it. Gucci Mane had an artist who died.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember his name at the moment.
Scar. Big Scar? Little Scar?
And
something Scar. We're just gonna call we gonna call him Scar.
Yeah, and with 2 R's. His family got online
wilding,
showing their ass to the point that Gucci's wife, Keisha, is her name Keisha?
Keisha Kaur?
Yeah. Came out and actually dropped the receipts. And I'm not saying like, no, I'm just the Instagram post of y'all need to leave my man alone. He did pay them. No, sis did that and actually showed a picture of the receipt. We gave $10,000 for his funeral and we sent it directly to the funeral home. It got so bad to the point that the man's father had to make a video and was just like, I can't let y'all do this. Gucci did what he was supposed to do. He gave that money directly to the funeral home. Anything that was left over, I took care of it. And then went a step further and said, and y'all didn't do nothing. I don't understand why Black people are always consistently looking for a handout.
Mm-hmm.
I have a platform. I'm not gonna ever ask y'all on some, hey, we trying to get new that's what's next on our list is new microphones. We trying to get some new microphones. Cash App us. For what? For what? I know I can. Dead ass. I feel like if me and Laugh made a post tomorrow and was just like, we need new microphones, this our Cash App, people would Cash App us. Absolutely. Like, so my thing is that situation, I was so disgusted with his family because I knew it was one of those things where they was just mad that they didn't get the money in their hands. They wanted whatever Gucci was going to get to them. They wanted that money put in their hands so they could take some of it and do whatever they wanted to do with it. Because me personally, if anybody say, yeah, I got you on the funeral, them paying it directly to the funeral home, that's what they're supposed to do. That's less things for you to worry about. I'll never forget when my when my grandmother died, and we was over at my auntie Maxine's house, and my aunties and uncles, her children was sitting there discussing it. I can't imagine having to go through something like that. So it was just like, y'all was mad at this man because he didn't give y'all no money in y'all hand. He went a step further. I'm just like, well, I'm gonna take all the slack off their back. I'm gonna go right to the funeral home directly, give them this money, so when they go to the funeral home, they'll be good.
They on there ranting right now.
Who was that?
The family of Grandma Holla. They just posted another post. Yeah, they just don't. They gone.
I ain't about to read all that. Send it to me though. I'll read it later.
Well, let me screenshot it because y'all like to post and delete, and I don't do that.
It was just
stand on what the fuck you said.
It was very disgusting.
Yeah.
And then you got his cousin or little brother or something shooting a music video at his funeral. Like, they just wanted clout. They and Gucci ain't have to pay for your funeral. I don't give a fuck that he was an artist. He did what he was supposed to do. He signed him, gave him a chain so he can get out the streets and make some legal money for himself. He didn't have to give $10,000 for a funeral. Even if he said, I got y'all. That's his money. Everybody is entitled to be on some, you know what? Nah, I changed my mind. I don't want to pay for his funeral. That's his prerogative. It's his money.
True. Very true.
And all Gucci do is try to get people out the streets and get them a legal check so they just not out here killing each other or getting killed by the streets.
But those be the ones being killed by the streets because they stay in the streets.
Facts. They do. So to me, it was just one of those things. Why y'all ever was mad at Gucci? Y'all frustration that y'all have with each other and y'all being mad at Big Scar, take that out. Voice your hatred towards him. It ain't have nothing to do with Gucci.
I hope y'all retirement plans are in place. I don't know. I really hope that y'all retirement plans are in place. I hope y'all working and building towards that. Honestly, because that's just as important. I mean, that's before the life insurance policy.
Yeah, it's just I don't. Did you watch Jason Lee's interview on See the Thing Is?
I listened to it. Actually, I finished it today.
Well, I watched it today. How did you feel about it?
You first.
I absolutely loved it.
I did. I enjoyed it.
I truly, truly enjoyed it.
I love Jason Lee and his name drops. Like Kanye name drops, he name drops. I don't know. It's very,
I love it too
that.
because
I like
when
that.
he said it, it was just like, I'm not name dropping though. Like,
he was like, I'm not name dropping. I'm just telling you what happened.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you what I did.
And as soon as he said it, I was just like, damn, he's correct. And we do got to stop getting mad at
subtle
people.
Flex.
Yeah, for knowing
being
people
in better positions than we are in. Like,
and
it's
And
fine.
it's always us. It's always us doing the most hating.
I ain't gonna lie. I kind of cringed during that whole light skin moment.
Which one?
When they was like, oh yeah, they always question if I'm even black and blah blah. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Shut up. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Did you care? You didn't even remember the part. So boom.
I mean, I did.
You know what? I'm tired of the fair skin plight. I understand that you got your gripes. Y'all got your thing. I get it. But goddamn, everybody got one. Everybody got one. People questioning if you're black or not should be the least of a problem. Than seeing a dark skinned man and
so I have a dark skinned sister. I have dark skinned cousins. They've got picked on for being dark skinned.
Exactly.
So
maybe I've just never seen it. I've never seen anyone being picked on for being light skinned.
Well, but I have. I done seen people make the jokes about the light skin,
The light brights.
the being light brights and stuff like that. But would you rather be called a light bright or a porch monkey?
I don't know. It depends on what's being glamorized in fucking hip hop. So when it was all about red bones, no one gave a fuck about dark skinned people. And that was my point. Like I've never until now, how much has dark skin been fucking celebrated? So when you tell me at your old age, your big age, that you had these issues of being light skinned back then, and you just heard light bright and you being questioned if you're black or not, like I don't know. I don't know. That was the only part that I was just like,
because it's like I don't really want to take from their experience.
I don't. I just not around here.
But on the flip side, it's really one of those things. Like, but y'all walk into these spaces, and the people who like society, whites, things of that nature, they'll still give you a little bit more respect because they may just think that you one of them
because you're half, or at least half of them.
You know, so like that is
you're
like,
half of one of them.
I don't be wanting to try to discredit what they're saying and what they're feeling, what they have gone through, but it was just like it's always one of those things. Like, but y'all be the main ones talking about dark skinned people, though.
I can tell you what I went through, and that was I was too black to be white and too white to be black. That means anytime I went around, people, when I go to my grandmother's house on 131st in Arlington or some shit like that, like they would listen to me and be like, why do you talk white? Then I come into the white spaces and then be like, why do you sound like that? Why do you look like that? That's what I dealt with.
That's what I dealt with. The only thing I dealt with too about
you see what I'm saying? Like
talking proper, because
we all have something. So
a grammar element.
But what I'm not going to do is sit here and just fixate on it. I don't know. I don't bring that up all the fucking time. All the fucking time. I feel like every time and you know what? This may be the reason why I kind of stopped. I shied away from lists. I definitely don't want to hear them twice a week. And I love them to death. I love me some Bridget Kelly. I love
She's
her.
Fantastic.
Fucking love her. You know how I feel about Mandy. I won't repeat it. And that's my Libra sister. But it's just
the light skinness of it all.
Oh my God. And when they bring it up I'm like, do y'all got anything else besides y'all white mamas and y'all black daddies? Like, I don't care. I don't fucking care. Like, I don't know. I get it. That's you. But it's just every single time. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they gonna find a way
to include just sliver. Just it's the perfect piece. Cause Bridget gonna find some way to fit it in perfectly.
Yeah,
and then with Jason Lee being there, it was just the oh my God. It was the light bright triangle. It was crazy. I was just like, oh my God, I can't do this.
Well, no, y'all go check it out.
That's why I stopped listening to it yesterday and I had to finish it today because I wanted to get to the part about Joe. That's all I cared about.
You know, that's why I brought it up in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was Fala Joe.
I have
try
questions.
To poach Bridget.
And I would have loved her. And that's no takeaway from Melissa Ford because I think she's absolutely wonderful on the pod right now. I love it. But I love Bridget Kelly. I love listening to her talk. I love listening to her just ration through shit and just pick it apart and put it back together and make it make sense. She's amazing with her words.
Yeah.
A songstress for sure.
Definitely.
With a decent voice. I love her. And she all natural. She ain't got no work. Ooh.
Because baby girl was wearing that leather dress in that episode. I was staring at them boots the whole time. Like
that's a lot of woman, boy. That's a lot of woman.
Ooh.
Yeah. But
Ooh. As soon as she said, "No, I'm engaged," and I said, "I bet you is."
You better be.
Ooh.
You better fucking be. But I guess I don't know. Just
Yeah. So, but I don't. She would have been a good fit for if Joe wanted a woman.
She would have been great for Joe's podcast.
Yeah. But it's just
because I think she'll challenge. She'll definitely challenge
all
Ish.
of them. All of
well,
them.
Ice can't be challenged because Ice gonna fold every fucking time.
Fact.
He folds under a woman's thumb. Period.
Fact.
Like that's why he's a girl dad. He should have been a girl dad because yeah.
But now that I have that nugget of information, I'm looking at him and Melissa Ford on there differently. Because remember when I said I like the fact that Melissa Ford is on there. I like the fact that they had a woman presence. In my head, it was one of those things of as soon as he saw her, they became friends. He was just like, I want you on the pod. I wasn't thinking of her being a second choice, third choice kind of situation. Like, nah, you ain't
Melissa.
Yeah, like she fits. I feel like she does a very good job for what she does when she's on there. But it's just,
I think it was because Bridget was on Joe's podcast a few times. Way before the switch up from Rory and Mal and to this, and so I guess the other thing is. During that time, I'm just looking at the timeline of when he could have even asked her that in the first place. I'm thinking this is when Olivia, who was her name? The third person of See the Thing Is left. When she left and they were all on his network, I felt like he thought that after they left the network,
it was just going to fall apart.
That they was going to fall apart. Number one. Or number two, after Olivia Dope. After Olivia Dope left, that they were just going to fall off of the network in general. I don't think Joe foreseen them to continue the way that they did. I think they just made they made the best out of a situation because I've heard Mandy say numerous times because I always listen. They didn't know each other. But she's on another podcast on Horrible Decisions and she knows Weezy very well. They've been known each other for like 10 years.
I love that they go to therapy together as business partners.
Who?
Bridget and
you know what?
Mandy, whatever her name.
You know what? And that's what they mentioned because Mandy is closer to Bridget and she just met her within this whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
She's closer to Bridget than she will probably ever be on Weezy. And you can hear it. If you listen to the two podcasts, because one comes on Mondays and the other comes on Tuesdays and Fridays. So you can kind of hear how distant Mandy is. Because, we Libras, we air. We gonna go with the flow. And if the flow ain't flowing, if there's some turbulence over there, we're not going over there. Sorry. And you can kind of hear that through the pod. Like you can hear them getting frustrated with each other. Like, and they do too many drugs, so you already know. And they be drunk. And they be talking about, dick. And then you get with Bridget the next day and you still try to be that, but it's not exactly that because Bridget calms you down. Bridget is the voice of reason. She just makes all the fucking sense in the world.
Yeah.
Bridget would have been amazing on the Joe Budden podcast. And now I'm mad. I'm mad that she didn't even go.
I respect it.
But I do respect the fact that she stayed with her girl.
Yeah, because I would, in a situation, if I was Bridget, I would have just like she said, like it made her side-eye Joe. Because if somebody came up to me and was just like, we want you on our
podcast. Laugh.
We want you on our podcast and leave laugh. Because I'm gonna be looking at them.
Because that was my other question. Why couldn't you do both? Y'all don't even record on the same days. Joe records on Tuesdays and Fridays.
From the way that
they record on Mondays and Thursdays. You could have been getting 2 checks.
Yeah,
shit,
so that's what. No, I don't. So my thing is, I think it was Joe was legit trying to steal her, not use her. I respect that as a business move.
Because it's chestnut checkers. It's chess, not checkers. I don't have time for this bubblegum bullshit.
But I would have a big problem with
He's
anybody.
trying to broaden his audience, and he needs that female perspective on his Dicks Are Us show. I ain't gonna lie. Like, it's a lot of penises in the room. It's
a whole lot of them. That's why
I feel bad for Melissa because she's the only woman in the room.
But that's why it made me kind of when I found out about that, it kind of made me like about Melissa now, because it has nothing to do with Melissa.
Melissa's dope.
She's dope. She good. She knows. She be talking about she's highly intelligent. She can have these conversations because she's used to dealing with toxic men like them.
I feel like she just said on the pod, if it wasn't the regular pod, it was a Patreon pod, that Joe asked her, she was like, have you ever, had sex with an uncircumcised penis? And then she was like, once on accident. And I was like, damn. Like, I would have never told that. I would have been like, Ish, and be like, nope, never did that. Just lie about everything. Just seem to, or like Maul, just be too cool for school. Nope, never happened to me.
No, the reason I be honest about stuff is because I don't want nobody spilling my receipts. Yes, I done had sex with an uncircumcised penis.
You didn't have to disclose that. No one asked you here.
We didn't. I would be like Melissa. I mean, it wasn't an accident, but yeah, I done did it.
No one asked you here. Oh God. How was that for you?
What, the uncircumcised penis shit?
Yeah. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I don't know what it is, but when it just comes across,
sorry,
the
Auntie
porn category,
or Kadisha, if you're still in the chat,
I find it to be very.
I didn't enjoy the sucking of it part because
it's like an anteater.
No, not even the way that it looks. It's just it tastes too much like skin because it has the extra skin.
I don't even know what that means.
Because you've never sucked the penis. So for the people who have sucked the penis, y'all know, like, it don't taste like the skin that's on somebody's arm or something,
Sam,
like.
I am gagging.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You asked. It tastes like a dick.
No one asked.
You just asked me how was that for me.
Why didn't
So the sex part of it was fine. It was fine. He did that.
He did that?
Yeah, he did that. It was adequate. It was good.
Adequate.
It was.
That is hilarious.
It wasn't like it was no
man. If I ever
changing.
asked some chick, how was it? Oh, it was adequate. Adequate.
I would be pleased with that.
I will never fuck you again.
Why?
No.
But
no.
So yeah, so like that part, we had good sexual chemistry and all that, but it was just like the sucking of it. It didn't give that mouth watering feel that you get when you snatching somebody's soul.
I don't know.
Yeah, well, I mean,
not in that way.
Because I'm pretty sure you done sucked somebody's soul out through their vagina before. So, and all vaginas don't taste the same.
That's why my girl ain't got no soul now. What you
Listen, so that's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
And I feel like if somebody say your sex is adequate, I feel like that.
No, don't call my shit adequate.
I would be fine with it because that means that
if I'm sweating and my hip is popping at my old age, don't call my shit adequate, my nigga. I put in work.
I feel
if
like
I put in work, do not call my shit adequate.
Okay, you put in work. Adequate is still congratulating your good work.
I don't like that. I think that's like average at best. I don't like that.
We need to.
I don't like it.
I feel like as adults, people, we need to be more realistic when it comes to just sex in general. I don't feel like saying somebody's sex is adequate is a bad thing because it's still giving it credit. For Auntie, you don't know nothing about. Well, yeah, no, you ain't know nothing. You don't know nothing about him. But yeah, because it's not like they bashing you. They say it was adequate. That it was good. It was cool for what it was. I may not double back or nothing, but it was cool.
If you won't double back, I need you to be banging on my door. That's what I be talking about. And that's why them hoes used to be nuts for me. That's why.
The only thing that I've ever said is I don't want. Wait, no, Auntie, we was talking about. I was talking about it being uncircumcised, me giving that person, that gentleman head. I would be more offended if somebody just flat out said, like, it was bad. I didn't enjoy it over adequate. Because it's nothing bad about adequate. You did what needed to be done.
No. If adequate means you won't call me again, then no. I don't like that.
I mean,
I need you to be banging on my door. I need you to be blowing up my phone waiting. I need every time you see me post on Facebook, I need you to be ready. Hot and ready. Every time you see my name.
Yeah, I want that for myself also, but
we ain't doing this.
I'm just being real, you know. I feel like a lot of people, it's some people I know I give good sex, but I'm pretty sure somebody that I've had sex with, they might just be like to them like, oh, it was cool. It's other people out there with better sex than us that they may have come across. So it's just like, when you may have been number one on somebody's list, and then literally every person after that may have been better than you. So it's just like, I know more, I done learned more, I done did more, different things.
I actually know that I'm not number one on the missus list. We talked about this, and
yeah, like I wouldn't be mad because
I'm number 2.
That's beautiful. I wouldn't be mad if I met a man and I was in his top 5, his top 10, and we ended up being happily in love, because I'm letting y'all know now, it's not realistic. No, it didn't stink. It was very clean. It smelled fine. It was just, it didn't do what needed to be done as far as the oral between a circumcised and an uncircumcised. That's all. Like, it was just I don't know. I mean, it was a penis. Look, the thing that made me have sex with him on the first date when I met him, it wasn't his looks or anything. It was legit our conversation. I will never forget meeting him. Our conversation was so good, it made me want to have sex with him. The man was a lawyer at the time. That's one person I fumbled the bag on. This man, as soon as I met him that night, we had intercourse the next day. He was giving me his keys to the Benz to have me drop him off at law school, and then just be like, you could drive it around all day. Just come pick me up by this time. Give me anything that I wanted or needed. I fumbled that bag because I was too young and I really didn't understand it. He was a few years older than me, of course. So it was just, I fumbled that. Yeah. But not, because realistically, as I was saying, for me, there's no, oh my God, babe.
I know.
I've never seen you do that before.
I know.
Oh my
God. Adorable. That was so cute. Oh my God.
Oh, nobody will ever be able to take X-Bay's spot as number 1.
Mm-hmm. Because
we was having sex for a decade. Y'all, it's too much experience. So why would I be mad at somebody if I wasn't number 1 on their list when I know the stuff that I've done with him compared to others? And I done had some great sex in my life. But it's just like, you know, it's one of those things. I don't feel like adequate is a bad term, though.
No, don't adequate me. Sorry.
So how do you feel about the MLK statue?
I thought the embrace was very beautiful until the internet got to it.
Do you have a problem with it? Do you think it should have been?
No.
Okay.
I didn't, because I know what it was supposed to look like.
So you had seen that picture before?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And then I seen, because they took the picture of the statue in a few different angles, and there's only one angle that really works that shows, how it's supposed to look. It's really
only one angle.
And so when you take it the other way and then you release it to the internet, we gonna see that, and our brains it's like Rorschach.
So I think for me, I'm not gonna say I know. For me, my biggest issue with it was the fact that I hadn't seen that picture before. Mm-hmm. So when I saw it from those angles that wasn't the most flattering of the sculpture, it was just like, what? So, but when I saw the picture that he drew reference from, because a black man did create the piece, and I saw that what he was trying to represent, I was just like, okay, it's not as bad as we saying. But my biggest issue with it is the fact that it was in Boston. That was my biggest issue. Because for me, Boston is known for being one of the most racist places in America. And y'all got a black man to make a sculpture celebrating the black love between Michael and his wife. And everybody that was in the crowd was white. I didn't see no black representation or anything. I would have been more offended if it was in Atlanta and it looked like that. Because me personally, I don't like the fact that their faces aren't shown. Mm. But then again, it's in Boston. Mm. You get what I'm saying? What if you're trying to paint black love and black embrace and celebrate it.
Hey Dad, I'll get your email. What the fuck was that?
Oh, somebody's computer talking. Yeah, so it was one of those things like, well, why aren't their faces shown? That was my issue with it. If you're really trying to express black love and celebrate it, how are we supposed to know that these people are black? Because I had never seen that picture of of Martin Luther King embracing his wife. But then again, the picture that they did decide when they showed to us, it was in black and white. And for the longest, I didn't even know it was pictures of MLK in color. That's how much of a mindfuck stuff like that is from that era. They literally in history books was teaching us this stuff, and the pictures was black and white, so it could make it seem like it was oh so long ago. But in hindsight, the shit wasn't. Civil Wars. That stuff, all of that, it wasn't that long ago.
Civil rights movement.
Yeah, the civil rights movement, that wasn't that long ago. And in hindsight, it really truly wasn't. So I think that was
think about it. Our moms were alive. Like, that shit is crazy. That shit is crazy to me.
So that was my biggest takeaway from it. I just felt I wish it was in a different space or a different part of the country. Good for them.
I think it would have been properly celebrated in Cleveland, honestly.
Anywhere but Boston.
Yeah.
I'm glad that they got a black man to do it. Kudos to that. But it was just, I don't feel like people should be on the internet bashing it, because it's probably one of those things. If you see it in person, it's probably beautiful.
It probably is.
It's probably like mind blowing in person, but at the end of the day, it's still in Boston. And once again, people say Boston is one of the most racist places in America. So
racist places like Reese's Pieces?
Yeah. So
that's funny. Racist places.
So who in hindsight, most black people, most African Americans, they don't want to go to Boston.
Let me write that down.
Write it down. Use it as a bar.
Racist places.
Yeah. So it's just like I be thinking about stuff differently than
like somebody
a lot
should
of
make
people
a thing
on social
called racist places, right? And then the
on the internet,
the style of it should be like the name, the title should be in the style of the Reese's Pieces, and then people should just go to all the black people should go to all the racist places. Kind of like Hate Thy Neighbor. If you ever watched that on Viceland, amazing show. It's still available. Hate Thy Neighbor is my shit. And Jamali, who is a British, he's black but he's British all at the same time. So he's light skinned, so you can't really tell that he's black. So he goes to all these racist places and be like, "Hey, what's going on over here?" And so he interviews everybody. Oh man, hilarious, racist as hell.
Yeah, so it was just, and then also he would still be alive today. the government really assassinated him.
How did he find time to cheat on his wife?
How did he not find time to cheat on her? He was Malcolm Luther King. He was the biggest.
Who was he?
He was Martin Luther King. Like,
you said Malcolm.
Oh, did I? So my bad.
Malcolm Luther. Yo. Oh my God. This is disrespectful. Okay.
No, what I'm saying is he at one point he was the biggest person on earth. He was impacting everything and everyone around them. Okay.
Yeah.
We don't know what it is. So we're just trying to work our way through it.
More work.
Yeah, so it's one of, and then in those times, he was probably getting all the bitches' panties wet.
That don't mean
I'm not saying that mean he going cheat, but let's just be realistic. Let's just be realistic,
don't ask
y'all.
Me.
Yeah, and because in those times, it was actually, I'm not gonna say it was acceptable, but it was easier to deal with
and easier to cheat.
Easier to deal with, and also it wasn't uncommon for a man to have 2-3 families, different households, and all the women being happy and fine with it.
If you was getting caught back then, you really didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, so it was just
because now you can't even go nowhere with your side piece. Like it's always even the managers at the restaurant that you go to be taking pictures like, hey, take a picture, and then you put it on social media, and next thing you know, it's on their page, right? And then here you are with another bitch when you supposed to be out of town on business.
Yeah, so it's just, I don't know. He should have been allowed to have his own input on that statue being created about him. That's how I feel. They really assassinated this man because he wanted the world to be better. Like, how crazy is that? The government killed him.
And then some still argue today that, I mean, did it make the world better?
What he was doing?
Yes. To end segregation, did that make the world better or no? And for who?
Yeah, it's been a while since I wore the anime Beyonce hoodie, so I decided to put it on today.
Is that what that is?
Yeah. She me and Daniel got it. It's Beyonce. She came out, this is oversized, but she came out with a limited edition. It's only gonna come out when it come out. Never gonna drop it again. An anime version of her. And as soon as I heard it, I was just like, yeah, I'm getting that. And I got it. So society wise, yes. As far as Black people having their own infrastructure and things like that,
yeah.
No. I that was probably the best thing about segregation is it really truly gave us the opportunity to create our own, and everything that was our own stayed our own. You know, back then the white people was so racist, they didn't want to deal with nothing Black. Now they want to invest in it. They want their piece of the Black pie also.
Can I tell you why?
Go ahead.
It's capitalism. It's what's in right now. Being Black is what's in right now. And when it falls out, then what? Because the way that several things have happened when it came to the Asian community and how fast they got the results that we've been fighting for so long. That just lets you know, like, they're just going for what's in and trending. So what happens when we stop trending? Then what? Baxter, you got to stop with these farts. I can't.
His family definitely should have had some kind of say so, because somebody has come out and was just like, they don't like it. Like, it just looked like somebody holding a big penis. So they didn't like it. And from some angles, It does.
Yeah, that too. We do segregate ourselves.
Black people definitely do segregate themselves. Shout out to Daniel on the chat.
Like I just said, I was too white for the blacks and too black for the whites.
Listen, that's one of the reasons I brought up when we was talking about that, I brought up the Jason Lee's interview because he talked about it. Mm-hmm. When he talked about how, you know, he really is friends with Rihanna and he got that phone call and it was important for her to have a black media, you know, use the pictures of her child if anybody else was going to do it. They were dragging him online for days. And they literally said out their mouths, he don't deserve something like that. Well, why wouldn't you take it to People or TMZ or Vogue? You Rihanna, you giving it to Hollywood Unlocked. And I immediately got it. I was just like, see, why was she not? Why was she not? How are we going to get better? How are we going to continue to grow, uplift, get the stuff that we always wanted, be able to do the things that we always want to do if we don't work with each other? Like, I know we still got a whole bunch of trauma. I know that they came between us back in the day and they did what they did to make us start hating ourselves. I get it. But why we still there? Why we still feeding into it? Because I love black people. But y'all niggas be driving me insane sometimes. But like he said, that's why he don't like Chris Rock. And that's always been my issue with Chris Rock as a comedian. Anything that I feel about a black person, I would never have that conversation with a group of white people. You must have lost your motherfucking mind. But I'm with a peer and I'm talking to my peers about stuff that I don't like with our community. So we can listen to it. We can grow from it. How does it help us doing those same things and you doing it with the white people who gonna talk about the black people before, during, and after? It's more, they get more money in their pockets by us being oppressed. They don't want us to see us rise. Not because they see us as a threat or anything like that, because at this point in time, they don't. They make more money off of us being oppressed.
I disagree.
You don't think so? Mm-mm. Why?
Because we buy the bullshit that they fucking sell.
We're not gonna stop doing that though.
Exactly.
Oppressed or not.
Exactly.
But they got us fighting. They keeping us down.
Why oppress us and not give us as much money as we want so that we can go back and buy more from them? Because that's all we're gonna do. Like, we're not gonna do anything else with it. And that's
like what we said.
We're not gonna buy life insurance. We're not gonna invest in stocks. We're not gonna buy a house. We're not gonna do any of those things.
If we sat down, so remember that episode of the Joe Budden pod that you streamed when you was playing Halo, and they had that dude on there, and he was talking about how different ways you could build trust through life insurances and things like that. Mm-hmm. That was one of my favorite episodes I've ever heard of the Joe Budden podcast, because the only time I listen to it is when Laugh is listening to it, or Laugh tell me, like, Jerry, you need to go find this and watch it and listen to it. More conversations like that would be had if we weren't oppressed. They don't want us to have that information because there's more money in their pocket.
So when our black brothers and sisters try to tell us what to do and we still don't do it, then what? Who's oppressing who?
Oh no, we're keeping ourselves oppressed with that.
All right.
Oh no,
they at this point, that's the point. At this point, they can only oppress us so much. At this point, we need to go find the information for ourselves. Agreed. Unfortunately,
we definitely have to, but it's one of those things. That's why they're trying to whitewash history again.
I hope to start the shit over on an even scale and be like, hey, you all are privy to the same amount of fucking information. What would you like to learn about? Boom.
Yeah.
That's whenever we get to that point and we can stop blaming. I don't even want to say it like that. Never.
No, say it like that because it's the truth. we can't blame them for everything because now we do, like Laugh always says, we do have the resources now.
And we got to move forward.
We got to move. At this point, we got to
stop looking backward. We can't change none of that shit. We ain't going to get no reparations for that shit. Get that out your fucking minds. Let it go and go make your own money. We have the power to do our own thing.
Facts.
It's about time that we start doing it. That's why I'm like,
I'm telling y'all need to watch Jason's interview. They dabbled in a little bit of everything on there. It was actually a really, really good.
It was great.
It was a really, really good interview. It makes me look at Jason in a completely different way. And he has that effect whenever I see him do an interview. Because even him talking about I Love You Per on Zeus, Bobby's show. I didn't know that it was his idea for Roland Ray to be a part of
I didn't know that either.
That show. And as soon as he said it, I was just like, that's amazing. Because like he said, I see him on Instagram and the social medias all the time cracking people up. Let's put him on a TV screen so he can get a different level of a check. Because like Lav said, like we know you can, it's money in social media, but it ain't no let me get filthy rich money on social media
unless, and this is the biggest,
unless you got the platform.
Unless, not even the platform, because you can build that.
Like you
need to fucking put out content like your fucking life depends on it. You need as much content as possible. You need to share that shit. You need your friends to share it, unfortunately. I have an example.
Cool.
I don't know if you ever seen somebody called the Time Traveler of 2005. I'm gonna send you some of his videos,
okay.
But he literally went viral overnight, and I remember him to be doing these skits for the past few years, especially during COVID, and they were great. He pretty much blew up. I want to say it was around that Ashanti video that he had. He went to the Ashanti show when he was here because he's from here. So when Ashanti came here, he was front row and did a skit. And it was good. You know, he's the time traveler from 2005. So he got like a flip phone, Nelly Band-Aid, do-rag, pants to the ground.
Oh, I can't wait to see it.
Like large jerseys and tall tees. And
what a time.
And his occupation is selling DVDs. It's funny. I went to school. I met him in first grade, like at Chambers.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then one of my high school girlfriends actually dated him afterwards. And I thought that was pretty dope because I used to love him. He was like my boyfriend in first grade, and his mom loved me in first grade. But that was first grade. Like, she don't know me now, so. Yeah. But he was, and he looked pretty much the same. Like, he was so cute to me. But dope dude. Went viral overnight. I didn't see our class of 2007 really supporting him the way that the strangers were. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I shared a few times when it came across my page every now and again and whatnot. But after the Ashanti video, and he kind of went up from there, and now he has a whole fucking platform, and now he's collaborating with the other people who do skits in the city and shit. Like, you have to make content all the time.
We need to do a Patreon episode about support from family and friends. Because could you imagine? I could. I could. We would be a lot further if every time I went live, if all my cousins shared it. If they was in the chat just once, posted some fire emojis. And to me, I don't feel like y'all see it. This is for anybody who's in this realm of anything, not just podcasting or being online creating stuff. People who own a business, anything. Once the money start going, y'all gonna be looking at me differently because y'all gonna want some of it. And I love my cousins to death. I love them to death. If I had it, they would have it. Period. I ain't never seen not one of them. Not a one. And a comment, liking a post, sharing a post. None of them. And every time we're in the room together, I gotta check out your podcast. I'll be seeing you.
Mm-hmm.
The cousin that everybody got beef with, she's the most supportive out of all my cousins when it comes to the pod. So it's just I want to do a Patreon episode about that because it's insane that we don't actually truly support the people in our lives that are doing things when we should.
Especially when I don't ask for shit. It's not like I'm that
them
cousin.
bracelets. I got my cousin made those.
Yep.
She don't even make this no more. She will if you hit her up on some. Hey, I want you to make it. She'll do it for you, but she don't do that no more. She ain't never did nothing like that for me. She ain't bought no merch.
See, all my cousins bought merch. They won't tune in, and I understand why, but they all bought merch.
Shout out to our moms.
That too, yeah.
My mom got every single shirt we done released. Her and
That's
my
dope.
sister.
Yeah.
You know, like so it's just I'm not gonna make it seem like we don't have legit supporters because we do.
And that's why I don't complain.
Yeah,
you know?
like I'm not gonna complain about it. I ain't never been one of them people. Yeah, like, but it's sometimes when I be thinking about it, I just be like, damn, that's crazy.
And that's how you know that they're not our audience. And that's why I don't censor myself for them or nothing like that. They are not our audience. So
but I think for me though, they're not the audience I'm catering to, but they are part of the audience.
Mm-hmm.
They me. They're me and I'm them. That's family. We all grew up together, and me and my cousins, we all back to back. We is literally all back to back. I think only me and my cousin EJ are like the only ones born in 89. But it's literally 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 90. Like we literally are back to back. So y'all my audience. Y'all have a lot of the views and stuff they share. It's weird. It's weird. You ready for unmentionable?
I am.
What you got? Or do you want me to go first?
Oh.
Do you got my song up? Did you find it?
I didn't even look for it.
Look on Tidal and see if it's on there. Because I don't have Apple Music. I do not mess with the Apple Music. Love me some Apple. You other people out there with Apple devices and stuff, y'all be getting these spam SM.
Tell him to give me this McDonald's code.
I closed that shit out so fast.
I can use me a damn Big Mac now.
I was disgusted.
I can use me a Big Mac. Well, listen.
And you know what make it so bad though? Literally, as soon as I closed it out, that I was like, damn, I should have clicked on it and gave it the laugh. I did say that, and you know I want you to stop eating fast food so bad.
You act like I just said this. I'm like, you act like I be eating it all the time, every day. The missus eating more than I do, because when she don't take her lunch, where you think she at? She go to Dunkin' Donuts every morning.
I love the missus.
Or some shit like that.
I love the missus, but you're my best friend, not her, so.
I don't eat as much fast food as you think.
I know. I don't want you to eat none at all.
Come on. Come on now.
Besides Wendy's,
No. We just had Taco Bell the other night. Because they had that new grilled chicken burrito, that Chipotle ranch. Oh. To die for.
I don't see it on Tidal.
Oh, it was so good.
I don't see it on title.
Well, listen.
I the only laugh, no, because I've told her this more than once. The only reason I want everybody to give up fast food is because most of these fast foods places they're not using real meat.
We know that.
And ingredients.
We know that.
So I know, but that don't mean you
We
keep
don't
on eating it because what it tastes.
We don't
you
care.
should.
We don't. But we don't. We don't.
And you can cook. I bet you whatever grill, taco, burger, burrito you just ate, you could recreate that at home,
for sure.
and it's going to taste better.
For sure.
And it's real meat.
But I don't want to do that.
Besides Wendy's.
I don't want to do that when I'm crawling out the bar at 1:30 a.m.
Now that I understand it.
And that's the only
it.
time I go.
I understand.
And that's only if we go to a place that don't have food. Because if we go to the Auto Mile, we ordering food from there.
I'm all for takeout and stuff, but I'm talking about like legit.
Oh, I know.
Fast food.
And I promise you, I'm not eating as much fast food as you think I am.
I know you not. I don't want you to eat none at all.
I'm not doing that. That's one thing I can't quit.
I just stop eating Burger King.
That doesn't. No.
They close down anyway.
No, and I'm sad about that. Y'all take everything from me. Y'all took Tory.
We can
R.
franchise
Kelly.
and get one. Y'all restaurant. I would love a fast food restaurant though.
Man, I'm coming in there like dirty bosses. Like,
I would love that.
I'm gonna come in there regulating, and please don't put me in charge of nothing. I will regulate.
That's why you would be in charge.
No,
ain't like
they will quit. I can't teach these youngsters how to fucking.
You ain't gotta see. That's the thing. I wouldn't want you teaching the people how to do anything. I want you to teach the management to teach them.
I can't teach them neither. Who I'm gonna trust? Some 29-year-old? A 29-year-old? Think about it. You want me to trust you want me to talk to a 29-year-old?
Yeah, laugh if you done strangled somebody.
Oh my God.
we can just buy her.
They'll be like, well, what do you mean? How do you? The fuck? What do you do? What can you do? The fuck is you doing here then?
We'll be silent owners.
We will have to be.
We'll be silent owners.
Silent investors. That's what I would be. An angel investor. Angel. All right. My unmentionable is by De La Mans. He got together with Sade and Adriana and Bria and Honey and a bunch of people and remade a very, very good Tears for Fears song called Mad World.
Tears for Fears?
Yeah, don't even worry about it.
Okay.
Tears for Fears is way 80s. Everybody Wants to World. Everybody wants.
Oh, okay. That's on
Tears for Fears.
Okay.
That's the name of that group.
Oh, okay.
And they made this song called Mad World, and they remade it. And I was so impressed by it that I felt like I had to play it. I should have played it last week, but it was Marcus Allen Ward's birthday. Oh, I seen Marcus Allen Ward on Saturday. I sure did. He was DJing at the Nano Brew, and we just slipped out for a second.
Okay.
So
I think I want to go to. I'm getting out of my
seasonal depression.
Yeah, it hasn't been as bad this year as it usually is. In a way of
because you getting fucked.
No.
Oh.
I wish I was getting fucked on a regular. That I wouldn't have no seasonal depression. That was like a
nigga. Me too.
Yeah, that was just like that was the first time in months, and I had some action. It's just this time it was my seasonal depression was just because it was like a lack of sunlight. Like last year when I was going through it, I had everything going for me last year around this time. And I was at some of the most unhappiest I had ever been when it was during the winter months. Mm-hmm. But this year, just like I've been happy, but it's just like I'm just depressed because it's cold as fuck outside. I can't be outside. Ain't no sunlight. I like sunlight. Even if I'm the type of person, I'm a homebody, I love sunlight. I love being able to look out the window and see the birds and the people and shit like that. So it's starting to break. So I'm ready to start trying to be outside. I just don't enjoy kicking it in the winter. It's not fun.
So this is Mad World.
Ooh, it's a mad world. Ooh. Shout out to her. 6 out with her show.
All around me are familiar faces, worn out places, worn out faces, bright and early for their daily races, going nowhere, going nowhere. Their tears are filling up their glasses. No expressions, no expressions. Hide my head, I want to drown my sorrow. No tomorrow, no tomorrow. And I find it kind of funny, I find it kind of sad. The dreams in which I'm dying are the best I've ever had. I find it hard to tell you, I find it hard to take. When people run in circles, it's a very, very mad world. Mad world. Mad world. Mad world. Children waiting for the day they feel good. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday. And I feel the way that every child should. Went to school and I was very nervous. No one knew me. No one knew me. Hello, teacher, tell me what's my lesson. Look right through me. Look right through me. And I find it kind of funny. I find it kind of sad. The dreams in which I'm dying are the best I ever had. I find it hard to tell you. I find it hard to tell. It's so very, very mad world. It's a mad world. Mad world. Yes, it's a mad world. Mad world. Mad world. Oh, it's so mad. Mad world. Mad world. Mad world. Oh, it's a mad world. Oh, it's a mad, mad world. Go mad. And I find it kind of funny, I find it kind of sad. And dreams in which I'm dying are the best I've ever had. I find it hard to tell you, I find it hard to take. When people run in circles, it's a very, very
They sounded the fuck good.
I'm not a big fan of remakes, but I ain't
They
gonna
sounded
lie,
the
man.
fuck good.
Y'all did that. We might have to have Sade, Bria, and Honey back up here, and him and Damien up here, and to talk about this song, because Y'all fucking did that. I should
did
have.
that. I'm waiting for laughs.
I should have answered my phone. I should have answered.
Absolutely,
Damien, I should have answered my phone.
You would have been on there playing guitar.
I should. No, but I should have answered my phone. I should have answered my phone and been involved in some way. I would have loved to been involved in
produce
this.
it and
Because I don't know if anybody knows that this is like one of my favorite songs
really
in the world. Oh my god, this "Bother" by Stone Sour.
Yeah,
all the suicidal songs. I love me some suicidal music.
I'm just waiting for Laugh's job
to release me because
that's for her to get out of this beginning of the year.
Oh
blues,
my god!
So we can, because we ain't.
I had no meetings.
We don't have a word of a year.
I had no meetings today, and they still found time on my calendar to send me three fucking meetings. Just. Yeah. I'm like, what the fuck? Like
bullshit. Hold on, let me connect to the road.
I got you right here. I found it.
Okay. So my unmentionable, and then we're gonna talk about the Baddies West trailer after this goes off. Mm-hmm. My unmentionable is called Step by Rowley.
She spelled mayhem wrong? I didn't know that.
Yeah, by her stage name is Gia Mayhem, but y'all know who Roly Poly is. But I saw a clip of it today, and I'm just like, this sound like it might actually be doing something. So I want to hear it. So that's my unmentionable. It's called Step. Get into it.
This came out yesterday. Fresh.
Stepping on these hoes. I'm stepping on these hoes. I'm stepping on these bitches next. Come and meet the vet. I'm a bad bitch, get the check. I ain't got the flex. All you weird bitches hit the road, don't know the code. If you go against Rody, then you gotta go. I ain't doing all that friendly shit this season. Bitches throwing shade, but they hearing I'm the reason. Billboard, pussy, reigning queen every season. Ain't no room up at my table, bitch, I'm greedy and I'm eating. That's facts, huh? Pretty bitch with a lot of rage. King Kong in this bitch, put me in a cage. Fuck it with me, you gon' have to cleanse your house with sage. Expose my demons, make a bitch wanna go and pray. I'm stepping on these hoes. I'm stepping on these hoes. I'm stepping on these hoes. Spin the bag, get it back, bitch, I am the show. I'm stepping on these hoes. I'm stepping on these hoes. I'm stepping on these hoes. Spin the bag, get it back, bitch, I am the show. Oh, she want the crown, these bitches see me winning. They like a nigga on my pussy, bitches wanna fit in. Fresh and hot up out the oven, don't forget the mitten. Gave a dose to this pussy, now his head is spinning. They lacking, I'm cracking, I send these bitches packing. They never see me slacking, Denzel without the acting. Make a motor mouth, bitch, gonna sit down. Knock a bitch out if she even breathe on my crown. I stay cooking up that hot shit. Bad bitches running with me and they in your nigga pockets. All that fake beef and drop it. If I caught your ass in traffic, bitch, you wouldn't even pop it. I'm stepping on these hoes. I'm stepping on these hoes. I'm stepping on these hoes. Spin the bag, get it back, bitch, I am the show. I'm stepping on these hoes. I'm stepping on these hoes. I'm stepping on these hoes. Spin the bag, get it back, bitch, I am the show. Bitches stay on my shit list. They stay on my hit list. I step on these bitches. Get a back, hoe. Get a back, hoe. Get a back, hoe. Stay out the trash, hoe.
If she wasn't talking all through the beat, I'd take that end part and flip the fuck out of it.
That's probably why she did it, because that beat.
That's
carried.
Exactly why she did it.
That beat carried.
Bax, your ass stink.
That beat carried. Did you watch the trailer for Baddies West? I sent it to you.
I know.
You didn't watch it? Anybody in the chat comments? You guys, did you watch?
Even in the chat?
It's people in the chat. It's at least 2 people watching right now. They're just silent. I'm here for it. I can't wait till Sunday to see the first episode. I know y'all say y'all don't like the representation of what Zeus does, and they painting us in this light. Zeus is giving us grade A good TV. They are, as Zeus has not given us, it's no show that Zeus has. That I'm sorry, let me take that back. There is no show that Zeus has that I haven't watched that's not entertaining. It may not be my cup of tea. I may not be able to kind of relate to the mess and stuff. But as far as entertainment, if I'm watching it, I'm entertained from start to finish. And it's black owned. They be networking with black people. They use everything that we be wanting VH1 and MTV and all the other networks to do, Zeus is doing. You gotta respect it. Shout out to Natalie Nunn, the Chin baby girl, be doing it. She needs an award for being an executive producer. She does, because that trailer. And I think another thing that I love about Zeus is the fact that they got the blogs. They have the black blogs on lock right now, and they keeping the conversation going. So when Natalie and them talking about getting to the bag, we be watching the shows and it's like, well, damn, all y'all doing is fighting, but they still getting to the bag. They not pulling up to these clubs for free. They getting a Zeus check. They going to these clubs. They're getting a booking fee. They getting some kind of check. Them bottles and stuff that's being sent to them, that's for free. That increases their people seeing them, they name, they getting brand deals and all kind of stuff. So like now she really doing what needs to be done. Cause I've been looking forward to watching Baddies West, even with all the stuff that I know that has happened. It's just like, oh shit, y'all been talking about it. Now we actually get to see the footage. I'm here for it. I'm still waiting for Jocelyn to come back. I'm starting to feel like it's never going to happen. I know that they said it's going to happen, but it's just, her show will always be first, if you ask me. I know Zeus is very big on releasing one show at a time, which I like, but I don't like.
It's smart.
Yeah, it's smart for them,
especially when you only have a few at the top anyway. And until
everybody
you build
gets their time to shine,
until you build your library to where you can stand to have 2 or 3 shows like premiering at once and carrying on throughout 10 weeks or 6, however many weeks at once, until you are able to do that, like, this is the best way to do it. This is smart.
It's genius. And
no, it makes sense. It's common sense, and that's my thing.
And it's
where's the
and
common
it's Natalie.
sense? We need common sense.
Yeah, like, cause it's Natalie. Like, it ain't no way you can't, cause she executive produced all these shows, but she knows she was there. I don't give a fuck how y'all feel about Natalie Chin. She can't fight. You don't like her. She corny. She too old to be fighting and be this messy. She made Bad Girls Club. Bad Girls Club was just a show. But when Natalie was the first bad girl that went on that bitch with a mission, like, you know what? I can be most hated, but I'm going to make sure that y'all talking about me every single motherfucking show. I'm going to make sure that I do something that keep y'all names in my mouth and keep talking about me. And she's still doing it, but now her name in the credits. And we all know that's where when it comes to TV and stuff, that's where the money at. That's where them people who be acting up, that's where they want their names to be in the executive produce. Like, she shout out to Zeus. I would go on the show on Zeus. I ain't gonna be out there fighting.
I'm trying to get my music on Zeus.
Listen, I want you to get your music.
Listen,
on
I
Zeus.
be
I'm here for it.
DMing Matt Cash all the time.
Send it to Nat.
You know what I am? I'm sitting
Just start sending it to everybody.
What the fuck? Y'all playing this bullshit? Play this. You ain't got no Leezy in your Serato? Leezy. Imagine that. Leezy.
Imagine that. All right, y'all. We got snacks, and then we gonna go.
Oh, thank God, because I'm trying to get on Warzone or some shit.
Oh, you should have been said that. This
Nigga,
would
I'm
have been an hour episode with the glitches. I didn't know.
I said we was gonna end it early, and we still talking.
Okay, so I found donuts because I went to the store. Hostess has limited edition. They have hot cocoa and marshmallow and frosted strawberry. Which one do you want to open first?
Nigga, as long as you split one with me.
Also, okay. This is the hot cocoa and marshmallow.
Oh, they are tiny. Good, because I don't want a lot of.
That's not how you take the small piece, then. I ain't mad at it. I like the fact that when I chew it, I'm getting both flavors.
Child, I ain't got no marshmallow yet.
Marshmallows don't taste like nothing.
Then what's the marshmallow part of it? The
The
dusting?
icing and stuff.
The dust?
The icing and the dusting and stuff. So these are the frosted strawberry. Now I wish I would have got that strawberry cheesecake.
Yes.
The strawberry. It wasn't a donut. It was the
Twinkie or Zinger or something.
No, they do got mixed berry Twinkies that I was thinking about grinding.
Mm-hmm.
The little cakey cakes. They begin with like a B or something. The style of the cake begins with the B, but it was Hostess, and they got a new strawberry cheesecake one out. Oh, I don't like I don't like this one
Already.
No, that's I'm gonna eat at the backs, but he can't eat chocolate.
He can't.
No, I don't like this. I knew it as soon as I touched it, I wasn't gonna like it. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Oh my God, I gotta finish eating it. I don't like this one.
I'm not gonna know where I can spit this out at.
Oh, I don't like this at all.
You got a bag.
The chocolate not even good.
The chocolate never good on Hostess donuts. That's the thing. I was like, oh, they Hostess? I'm like, oh, we.
Ooh.
Child. What is that aftertaste?
Oh, I ain't getting no water. Oh, I don't like. Ooh, no. So y'all remember me saying that
This reminds me of a cereal.
that Nikki had rap snacks coming out, and then remember somebody had like another chip or something that was close to the rap snacks, and they was suing, and Nikki's didn't come out. And then when they actually did come out, they've been sold out because y'all know the barbers don't play. So when I was in the store, I finally saw one. This is the sour cream ranch truffle. Nicki Minaj shit. She got like a barbecue truffle one that I really, really want to try. So I hope that they get those in stores too. They smell good. No, they don't. Take that back.
They smell like ass.
They smell like ass.
Yeah.
I don't like ranch. I'm not gonna say I'm not a big
I like
ranch.
these. These are good.
Yeah, I'm not a big ranch person, but yeah,
The aftertaste is tangy. What is that? It's touching the side of my tongue.
probably the sour cream.
The truffle part? I don't know. What does truffle even mean?
Truffle is it's a mushroom. It's a very expensive, like.
And I love mushrooms.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know truffle was a mushroom.
I think.
I feel so uncultured now after I just complained about that steak
I think
from
it is, if
Outback.
I'm not mistaken.
Because that steak from Outback, that was the budget cut. I don't know what that was. I don't know what cut of steak that was, but I called it budget because it was terrible. I got it medium and it was still tough. Houseway.
I wish it didn't have the ranch.
The ranch is very overpowering.
Yeah, because like that's why I'm not a big fan of ranch,
especially for sour cream to be first.
Yeah, like that's why I'm not a big fan of ranch because it's like that's all you taste. That's why I don't like olives.
Oh, I love olives
because once it's in something, that's all you taste. You can have those.
Okay.
We both said that we want to try these, and they actually were in the store. Doritos has a new sweet and tangy barbecue flavored chip.
I'm just about to eat one of yours.
Yeah, because I know you don't like them, so. I like these.
God damn. That'll taste like a fucking barbecue wing.
Oh, I like these a lot.
Yeah, them hitting.
And I'm not a big Doritos person.